How you doing, everyone? Nick Daniels here. We're coming at you live with another review of Attack on Titan. Currently, just in the little room I've got here, so I'm gonna be a little quieter than normal. So anyway, that kind of being said, there'll be some spoilers, of course. As you know, we're mainly just going to be talking about the last couple minutes of this episode. Man, I knew this was coming. I really did, because I've already watched like a lore video and it talked about this stuff, right? And it was like, by the way, like, just so you know, like, the shit's going down. Which I believe, what is episode 18, I do believe, season 3. So obviously I knew that was going to happen, but I thought it was interesting that this was actually specifically that end credit scene that we had seen in the halfway point of season 3, right? Inside the credits, right? And there was like a clip, and this had happened. Where Levi was, kind of getting ganged up on there a little bit, but really, like, I wouldn't say like emotional per se, but there was a lot happening there, and that Armin at the end of it actually became the Colossal Titan and devoured, its previous host, and but he was like bawling his eyes out because he's got no legs, he's got no arms, he can't transform, and he was helpless, right? And it was pretty good, and I really like that, the way they set that up. But the other thing that I really wanted to talk about here, the two main things I'll discuss, is the other scene, which was actually right in the beginning, which was Eren and the Beast Titan, which I don't know if they've actually revealed his name not in the anime, so I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, so like the Beast Titan and him had a quick conversation, and yeah, that there was a lot behind that. For even just watching the anime, he seems to know Eren. Yeah, you could argue that the Armored and Colossal Titan had passed that information along, but I think he knows him more than just that. That's what I would go with there, because it sounded like he knew his father. That something happening there, and again, if you read the manga, there's a lot there that obviously we're not going to talk about. But that I'm just telling you, that scene is very significant if you watch the anime or whatever. And be sure that if you're only watching the anime, to double check, watch back a couple things, but more importantly, pay attention in the next so many episodes, because I think a lot's gonna happen. But yeah, like, even knowing it, I was almost wondering like how they were gonna pull it off, like with the serum, right? Like how how are they gonna get Armin? Because it sounded like it was one way, that it was Levi all the way picking who he wanted to pick. But yeah, it was pretty good, and it was a pretty solid episode overall. The only thing I would complain about, and this is on my end, is where I was watching it. The English subtitles, technically, I don't think you're supposed to be out for like another like 2 hours, because it's like later. It's like 8 p.m. now, and I didn't want to stay up that late to watch it. So the episode in question, I actually ended up watching it, and a lot of the you could tell, like, a lot of the translation didn't really add up, like, at all. Like, instead of Beast Titan, they just called him Titan. So they're like, yeah, take out the Titan, right? Or they call him like the Wild Titan, which I don't think is technically the name that they were supposed to be calling for him. But you'd have to watch it. There was a lot that just does not add up. But overall, it was a really good episode, and they just kind of left it again, like, just like that. So I'm curious to see what next week's going to be like. I'm hoping they would get to the basement by next week, and we'll get like kind of like the big reveal there, if possible. But anyway, so yeah, thanks so much for watching, everybody. We're going to see you in the next video. I'm just going to take it easy and just relax the rest of the night here. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.